Namaste and welcome to the Curvy Yogini Spotlight. I am Dana Smith, author of Yes, Yoga Has Curves and owner of Spiritual Essence Yoga Studio. Today we have the honor and pleasure of speaking with Miss Karen Boone. Hi Karen.
Hey Dana.
So Karen is going to share with us her story and how she uses yoga to celebrate her curves. So what inspired you to start practicing yoga?
Well, I've always been interested in yoga, but never really did regular practice. And a friend invited me to your studio, actually. And after much, I don't want to go, I don't want to do that, I came for the first time and I just fell in love with it. I just felt so good afterwards, and so I just kept coming back.
Yeah. Well, how long have you been practicing yoga?
Probably since about 2008.
Oh, wow, wow. So, I mean, that's a long time, and if you're anything like me, you know, it's sometimes hard to stick with things, you know, life comes and challenges come, but what really kept you coming back to yoga all these years?
Just how I felt and the connection with myself, because at first I looked at it as like just exercise, something to do, but you really connect with yourself, with your spirit, with your emotions. It is not just something that you do on the mat. You take it off of the mat into everyday life.
So what advice would you give to another Curvy Yogini, someone that may be hesitant to start practicing? What tips can you give them to get them on the mat and get them to experience this wonderful thing?
Yoga is a health system, and we all want to be healthy.
Right.
So, and it looks different. It manifests itself on everybody's body differently, because everybody's body is different. We have different bodies,
Right.
So it will look different. You just start where you are.
You know, I think that's key, because the reason why I started my message, Yes, Yoga Has Curves, is because, you know, what we see with yoga today, it's not a full representation of all of the beautiful body shapes and sizes that practices. So it can be a little bit discouraging for someone to look at like a million yoga magazines or these yoga videos and not see representation.
Right.
So I like what you say, that yoga is a health system, and we all want to be healthy, and health does not have to do with the size.
Right.
You know, because we can't really tell what's going on the inside.
Right.
And the great thing I love about yoga, it really helps you to put things in perspective.
Yes.
For me, you know, I started to realize that, you know, my body could do wonderful things. Whereas, you know, growing up, I didn't have to take gym because I had some health concerns. But doing yoga, I was able to find health, and it had nothing to do with the way my body looked.
Right.
And, you know, I always say the body is the shell for the soul.
Right.
So, you know, start somewhere, and there's like a lot of great classes out there. You know, Karen teaches beginner yoga. She's a very popular teacher here at Spiritual Essence Yoga, so definitely. One thing that I always teach students is to learn how to live your yoga off the mat. How do you do that in your life?
Just, when I do my classes, one of the things that I always tell students is that the asanas are only metaphors for life. So if you can remain steady and calm in a pose, take that same spirit off of the mat and take it into your everyday life. And it's not just the poses, it's living. It's a connection. It's a whole circle. It's a uniting. It's great.
Yeah, awesome. Well, what's your favorite pose?
So, believe it or not, one of my favorite poses now is downward facing dog.
Really?
That was a challenging pose for me, but it helped me to connect to myself. It helped me to open up, because immediately whenever I would think of that pose, I have tight shoulders, but it has helped me to strengthen not only my shoulders, not only connecting with me physically, but getting into stuff that comes up in your head. That's just where it is. It's in your head, and you tell yourself that you can't do things. But for me, it's like it's been stretching, it's been opening, and it's been healing. So believe it or not, now it's downward facing dog. It didn't used to be.
Awesome. So, you know, meditation is also a huge part of, you know, yogic practice. Do you have a meditation practice?
I do. I try, and when I get up in the morning, before I get up and go running off, I just kind of center myself. And even if I don't sit like maybe for 15, 20 minutes or so, just the centering and breathing. Just breathing in and of itself is a form of meditation and just getting you centered.
And I'm so glad you said that. So if you are watching and you say, well, I can't meditate because ... Every action can be seen as a meditation. You can simply breathe and that be a meditation. And I've found that meditation has really encouraged me to stay with my asana practice.
Yes.
Because, the mind gets kind of crazy sometimes. Oh, this hurts, that hurts. But meditation, in essence, it reminds me that there are options.
Right.
Move your body in a way that feels good for your spirit.
Right.
So, yeah. So, finish this sentence for me. I love my curves because...
My curves represent the soft part of me, and it's okay. And it's who I am, and I'm comfortable with being who I am, and I'm comfortable with being soft.
All right. Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Karen.
Namaste.
Namaste. It was
Thank you.
awesome spending this time with you. Hopefully this was inspiring to you to start your practice or continue your practice or get back to your practice. Yoga is a beautiful health system to really help us to connect mind, body, and spirit. It's not about what you look like because you're beautiful.
Right.
It helps you to celebrate that beauty, helps you to celebrate who you are, and it helps you to just become better.
Yes.
We all write that ourselves. My better is not your better,
Right.
We all have different goals and things, and for us, yoga has helped us to move closer to that. So may you be inspired to practice. The book is out. If you haven't gotten your copy of Yes, Yoga Has Curves, go ahead and head on to Amazon or visit us online at www.yesyogahascurves.com. Also on Facebook, Yes Yoga Has Curves, and Instagram, Yes Yoga Has Curves. Have a wonderful day. Be blessed, be blissed. Namaste.
Namaste.